something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms.
Well, hello my friends, it's Eric, the owner of Farpoint Farms here in the beautiful, very snowy mountains of North Carolina. Tonight, I have another mid-level scan tool to check out. This was sent to me from the fine folks over at the Ancel Corporation. I have done some reviews of their products, and I guess it caught their eye. I bought an Ancel, I think it was the DS508, and loved it. It's a great entry-level scan tool with a couple of extra features. Then when it was time for our shop to get a mid-level scanner, we're still looking for another pro-level scanner. We got a Foxwell, the 624 Elite, which is a great scan tool. Anyway, they contacted me and they said, hey man, would you like to check out the Ancel FX2000? Again, it's kind of a mid-level. They said it compared fairly well to the Foxwell tool. And I said, sure. So here's how this works. I think I've covered this in other videos. I love to check out tools for the automotive industry because in the position that I'm in, I can sometimes pass these tools along to new technicians, guys and gals who are just getting started in their career. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. I'm going to check this tool out. I'll do some updates. I'll play with it for a while. Hey, you know what? If this thing's better than the Foxwell, well, maybe I'll give the Foxwell to somebody. If this thing is, equal to the Foxwell, well, then I'll figure out which one I want to give away, and I'll give it away to one of the guys or gals getting started in a new career. So that is something I do. Just if you're not aware of it already, now you are, right? So the FX2000, let's check it out. Says it is OBD2 and can boost cost-effective and powerful diagnosing features. It supports all 10 modes of test and is able to diagnose the 4 main systems: engine, transmission, ABS, and airbags. Yep. And they're adding new stuff, so that's really cool. So it is a 4-system scanner, but as they can get into other systems on cars, the software is updatable, and you can get those added in there later on. So I like that. Let's see what else we have back here. Reads and clears codes. Enhanced data stream, auto ID, freeze frame data, live PCM data, coverage for domestic, Asian, and European. Does mode 6, retrieve generic and manufacturer specific codes. That's always nice. Does graphing and replay, 4-inch color screen. Oh, cool. Code causes and solution tips offer faster diagnosis and repair time. I like that. All right, let's do it. Alright, here we go. So what we got here is our OBD2 scanner plug. That's our wire. This looks like it is, it's going to be updatable through there. Probably a lot like the Foxwell in that case. And then we have a USB cable, and here's the main unit. Oh, and a little quick start guide. Okay, set all this stuff aside. Quick start guide is pretty light, but it is color. Registration, so I'll have to go through some registration, and then it'll be time to read some codes. Pretty straightforward, really. Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and peel that off of there. And as far as the overall feel, actually the size of it is almost identical, I'd say, to that Foxwell tool. It's just got about the same overall layout. Buttons are different, obviously. Okay, so there's our micro SD card there, USB hookup right there. Up top, our OBD2 connector, and then it looks like we have a couple buttons here. All right, well, let me go ahead and do the update on this. I'm going to run through it since I have an Ancel account with my other tool, which I update, pretty regularly, once a month usually. And I'll do the update on it, and we'll go outside and check out a car with it, okay? All right, so here we are in the old Volvo. As you can see, it's a little cold outside today, a little miserable. But that's all right, work goes on. We're going to diagnose stuff. Well, let's go to settings first. Got a little bit of snow on this. Language, we're going to stick with English, and that goes back. Unit of measure, we're going to go with Imperial. I like that name, isn't that great? Hey, look, you can see me in the reflection. Beeper, I won't drive you all crazy, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. In record mode, I want record mode on. There we go. All right, we'll back out of that. Got a help section here. DTC location, library abbreviation, tool information. Boot version, look at that. So as you can see, all updated and ready to rock and roll. About OBD, what is OBD? Huh. Interesting, and upgrade info. Cool. All right, let's go to diagnose and check it out. Bada bing. I do not think this is anywhere near new enough to know the car, by VIN, but it'll definitely be able to get in on the generic side, which will be just fine. Man, are you guys able to see this? I'll get you. There we go. That's a little clearer. Getting vehicle info. All right, let's read some codes. No codes. Okay, that's cool. We got our race. We got our readiness. Let's check our readiness. Since drive was cleared. All right, cool. So it is going to give us our readiness. So if I was going to go take this thing to state inspection, I'd be ready to rock and roll. This car does not have EGR or secondary air. Awesome. Data stream. This is where the money's at, gentlemen. View all items. Let's take a look and see what it's doing here, and I'll goose it a few times. We'll see if how quickly it updates when we have everything going on here. Okay, engine RPM. That's pretty good. So when we have everything turned on, we're a little slow on that one. No, that's okay. Let's go in here and select just a few items. That way we can get a better view of what's going on. That's cool. This thing's so reflective that it can see me in here. Well, we'll pick that one. Maybe short-term fuel trim, RPM. Let's do that. And then we'll back out to confirm. All right, now let's see what kind of... Yeah. So way better, right? Good response time on that. Okay, I like that. All right, let's back out of here and let's take a look at graphs. Again, we'll go with coolant temp. That's going to be a gradually moving one, but that should be popping around. We'll go with this. Let's see if we can find O2 sensor. Yeah, let's do that one. Here we go. Love it, dude. So check it out. Different colors, nice color setup there, and O2 sensor, and it's already starting to go here. Let's rev it up some, and we're seeing our movement. So let's see, can we stretch that? So this would be a whole lot better if we had just picked one. As you're getting it all in there. Now look, when you go back and view a recording, you can get all your data that way, but let me go back and see. Let's just get maybe one thing going here. So now we only got two things rolling back and forth. Cool. So it does work. The problem is the duration is set, and I don't know how to. I guess I'll have to read the manual on that one. Or wait, am I switching it? Yeah. Have to switch that out in order to get it. I want to see that duration in a much. I'd like to see my arc. This is happening so quickly here. All right, let's back out of that. How about freeze frame? Okay, so if I had a freeze frame, that would be because I, had a code, and I don't have a code right now, so I can't do that. But we do have some basic monitoring. We have an onboard O2 sensor test, onboard monitoring. Oh, cool. Let's see what monitors we have available. Okay, so I don't think it's going to let me do that because we have, it's just showing that we've passed readiness. Is basically, if you had the car not running, you might be able to run a special test, and that's what I'm seeing. O2 sensor test with the car running. EVAP system test we could run with the car not running, which would be pretty darn cool. And then vehicle information, let's see what that is. Yeah, so if I were to be using a car maybe 2008 or later, it would obviously pull the VIN. So this one not having the ability to read the VIN, it's just giving me the generic stuff, which is still pretty cool. We got pretty much all of it. Yeah, we're gonna exit out of this. All right, scan would be, yeah, oh, cool. So I wonder if I can enter this in manually, because this way, with this, I can go in here by the, go in here with Volvo specific automatic scanning. So I doubt it's gonna find it. It might, like I said, because this is such an old car, it might not be able to. Holy cow! That is so unusual. Usually this car, like every scan tool, professional and non-professional that I've used, does not work with with reading the VIN on this. So very impressive. All right, and let's see, it's gonna run through all the different systems: engine control, trans, ABS, and SRS. So we've gone through each of those code systems. Hey, let's see what we can do with SRS as I deploy an airbag in my face, right? No, I'm just kidding. So we're gonna do this, check it out, and see what we get. Part numbers there, cool. We don't have any, but I could look at data stream. So steering position, passenger airbag, cool, man. So let's check it out, dude. This is where you get into the, the stuff that no one ever wants to play with. And that's awesome, man. So we do have left-hand drive, passenger airbag, V70. Very cool, man. All right, how about ABS, huh? Data stream on that. So if I was rolling down the road, well, let's see here. Brake warning lamp, I press down on that. Okay, yeah, we'll go into that. Park and brake, now we don't have a park and brake. Velocity, so again, if I was rolling, I could check each of the wheel sensors this way. Counters, acceleration, velocity, can signal. I mean, this is pretty awesome. We'll go with supply voltage, and that'll be enough. We only need to see those two. So watch, I hit the brakes. Oh, I didn't hit brake pedal. It's brake warning lamp. So that won't do it, but you get what the point. So if I had clicked on that, I could certainly go in there. It's pretty well functioned here. And TCM, this car pretty primitive on the TCM. We'll see what kind of stuff we have. But read data stream, might have temperature of the trans fluid. Gear selector position, all right, we'll go with that. And I can shift it into drive here temporarily. Solenoid status. Quick shift mode, kick down status, I'm not gonna floor it. Winter mode, cruise control active. Engine speed, we'll take a look at that. And oil temp. Okay, so engine speed again, pretty, yeah, really good response. Given me my temperature, should climb. I'll shift it into drive, reverse and drive, there we go. Yeah, so this has got some pretty good stuff built in for, a mid-level scan tool. This is definitely gonna get you what you need out of these systems, man. I'm really happy with this. This is pretty awesome. All right, and then we have a review. So let's see if it recorded. Let's see. So it did. We couldn't review the data stream that we recorded. Okay, there's the Volvo one. Let's see if it recorded. Yeah, so it did. Okay, that's cool. See how we're walking through the frames of the recording. Voltage changes, right? Let's back out, we'll go to the transmission one. That one was, right, as I roll through, suddenly my RPM goes up, then goes back down. I should shift into reverse here shortly, and there's drive. You guys get it? This is what we professional mechanics, this is how we do it. And I could upload this apparently using the USB. Well, let's click on that. There's no recorded data there that I can upload it saying, okay, so I could do that. So that's it. Wow. Awesome. Well, that is the Ancel FX2000 post update. I went ahead and did the update. I'm happy with it, guys and gals. I'm happy with it. And I'm certainly going to play with it. We got a car to work on here actually in town tomorrow if I can get out of the driveway. And we'll be taking a look at that. And so I'll probably use the old Ancel and see how well it performs. Till next time, my friends, take care, and thank you to Ancel for sending this to me to review. Be sure to pass this along to somebody when we're done playing with it that deserves it, that someone that could really use this when they're getting started. Take care.